Hollywood actress Halima Abubakar is back in the news, and this time for joyous reasons, as she shared an emotional testimony during a faith-based event in Lagos, declaring her miraculous return to public life after a grueling long-term health and personal battle. Abubakar, who announced her conversion from Islam to Christianity, recently revealed that a chance encounter with Apostle Queen Belemzi finally put an end to her 13-year-long series of life-threatening medical challenges, including a brain tumor, heart-related problems, spleen complications, and chronic bleeding.
Wow. I have won Best Actress. I've won Best Supporting Actress in the UK. This was... Speak louder. I don't want to use this word, but it was terrible. It was peeling, like when your skin is peeling off. Like we need to use a lot of foundation, concealer to conceal her face for her to look a bit good, not beautiful, just a bit good.
Wow. And so it made your work even harder.
Yeah. You know, the result of what they paid me for. And I needed the money because there was no job.
So people paid you for like promoting their stuff.
Yes, I was one of those people that
you had to work on your pictures.
Yes.
To be able to promote.
Yes, even the cream they gave me, I'm like, I don't even have a good skin. Everything is wrong.
Well, afterwards, I had a sit-down conversation with the controversial actress, and she opened up about her intense health and personal ordeal. In this candid conversation, Halima opens up like never before about the staggering reality of her health challenges, detailing her multi-year battle with severe complications, including a brain tumor, head issues, and spleen complications that forced her away from the cameras and into financial hardship. Take a look. Thank you very much for joining us on the program.
Thank you so much.
Yesterday was a very special day for you.
It was.
Yes, testimony, Thanksgiving, and all of that. Share with us what really happened at that event. What was it like for you?
Oh, okay. It was a wonderful turnout. People came to honor and celebrate me for my testimony and thanksgiving to God Almighty for keeping me alive, for giving me a second chance of life. So yesterday was all about praising Him and, people coming out to get healed and testify, I needed other people to receive the kind of healings that I got. So that was the essence of the program. Yes, that was just basically it, to celebrate me.
I'm speaking about healing. You've gone through a lot this recent time, not just for you. You also had to take care of your mom's health at a particular time and all of that. Speak to us, how heavy was that for you to deal with all of that at that time?
Okay, it was a challenging period for me because it was happening all at once, the same time. I was during Ramadan, which was a fasting period, the last fasting. So my mother came to visit me to take care of me. And then after the 4th day of the Ramadan, she got a bit cold. So when she got cold, I went back to my own room. So I heard somebody shout, and then I rushed back into the room. I saw my sister holding, and thank God my sister was there, because if my mother had fallen with her head back, we don't know what would have happened.
Oh dear.
So when I went to, rescue her, she was as heavy as it's like 3 cement, if not more. I didn't know people were that heavy until that day. She was so heavy.
Was she conscious?
She was conscious. She was talking maybe that it's okay, we should leave her. She has, it's enough, because she has suffered too much. Okay. All because of me. And she's like, it's okay, she's ready to die. I said, you're not going anywhere.
Oh dear.
So it took 6 of us to take her downstairs. It was about 11:30 at night. So everywhere was quiet, and there was no hospital we knew aside from the place where I used for my own surgery. So I had to take her there because she had hernia. For an advanced age like that, okay, I didn't expect hernia to be a problem for her. Hers came out and was boiling like this. So I didn't notice until we got to the hospital. I called my doctor, the one in Lagos, and he said, you have to be fast about it. That thing can kill. And he was changing colors. He told me, what was the color right now? I said, I'm seeing like blue, I'm seeing a little bit. I said, don't allow it go to yellow or green. That is it. You should hurry. So we got a vehicle fast, and the man came. We took her. I was busy trying to keep her conscious, talking to her. The driver said, keep talking to her. I was talking to her. So my younger sister, I was pinching her, and she just said, stop pinching me. I said, the woman is still there. Firecracker, she's still there. She said, stop pinching me. And then she kept saying, praying that it's okay, she's ready to go. We got to the hospital, emergency. Boom, boom, boom. They took my mother. We slept there. We didn't come back home. And she was there after the surgery. Thank God. I've never been disturbed. My own problem was not even, bothering me the way that bothered me, because this is my mother. She was the one who has been taking care of me.
And this was a period when you were in recovery.
Just last year here, I was recovering.
Yeah.
I was not in a good place, and then she was there to take care of me. Instead of me taking care of her, she's here taking care of me, still fasting, and then she had an attack.
Oh dear. So speaking about attack, there's been different conversations. Some people say, oh, it's spiritual. Some people say it's brain tumor. Some people say that's what you do. What was the mental space you were in at that period when there were different things that people were saying and all of that? How was it affecting you mentally?
I'm the kind of person who doesn't really bother about what people are saying. I grew up in the media. I grew up right before everybody's eyes. So at this moment, I detached completely from hearsay, gossip, reading comments, or seeing a blogger writing about me. It doesn't faze me anymore. So it wasn't a different experience. It's just that this time I was helpless. And yes, it was a spiritual attack. There's no need to sugarcoat it. And for a very long time, I was in that state while we were still praying. And, fasting, I had complete care. And then, but it didn't change anything. But then I was in solitude for a whole year. I didn't even come out. I only go to the clinic and I'm back home. Because I left Lagos completely, because it was about time. It started here. That's why we had to come back here to do the Thanksgiving, because everything started here. So, yes, they were not wrong. It was an attack. And then I was told that I had so many things. I had spleen problem, which regulates blood in the body.
Wow.
I had high blood pressure for a young woman. That was too much. I had headache that couldn't allow me sleep. So, and, it was vibrating. I was really, I didn't want to, because sometimes when you look to a direction, you are completely taken away. You fixate on that position. I couldn't do that, because if I do that, my brain is going to alert me, like it will vibrate. I'm like, no, this is not normal. Even if I was thinking, that thinking cannot give me that. So, and I was not sleeping. I was thinking. I was worried. I was, being dragged up and down, up and down. This one wants to drag me and I was down. Can't you just wait, let this lady be okay before you start, acting up? And that behavior told me a lot about the people who I thought I loved and who I thought were there for me. Because they didn't allow me, the minute they see me post one picture, it's a problem. They are bringing whatever problem they have, and you just hear somebody is trying to do one funny thing. So I'm just going to say thank God for all that I went through. Yes, there was a brain tumor. There was. And but I went for an MRI. I was looking for 52 million naira. And this is somebody who has been sick for how many years? Almost 10 years. And I was being struck because I didn't think it was a spiritual attack. I thought it was just, because I was sad, depressed for so long. And it's been a very, very long journey for me. But I thank God today that I'm here. And everybody is wondering and surprised that it's not the same Halima we saw in December, very sick. That's what God can do. Quick one.
Absolutely, and we are very, very thankful. We're happy to see you
Thank you,
sit
sir.
here and share your story to inspire people and all of that. You speak about how you didn't get a lot of support from your colleagues. Is it you're not going to be the first. One or two other people have also come out to say, oh, when I needed help of my colleagues the most, they didn't help me. Is this an industry thing? Is this how your industry is structured, that somehow association eventually still turns into isolation at some point?
Well, the association itself, which is the guild, we're not partial in their in their conclusion about the issue that was on ground that
No,
period.
before we even get to there, I'm talking of your own personal
My own
relationship
personal,
with your friends and
no,
your
no, no,
colleagues.
no. They all
Did they
ran away. They
did
all stayed away because I was trying to fight for myself, and some list came out. I just had to pick. I knew I was sick. There was no need to hide, since they already brought out the picture and the evidence that's lying about being sick. I just took my own story and I ran with it. So I don't know if I was meant to, take all the names there and fight for them. So no, I took bullet for everybody. And
right?
still, they castigated me for it silently. And then they had to they even suspended me indefinitely because of, I don't know, their internal conflict. And I wrote a letter to the guild, which was about 11 pages. They did not even bother. And they called me to say, oh, okay, we are standing by you, this and that, which was the former president. And, but everybody left me to my fate. And yes, they saw me break down several times. No matter what somebody does, when you see somebody in that kind of situation, somebody,
Empathy.
you should have that little. Even if you are angry with the person, you have to wait, let the person get well, because you don't know if that person didn't even know they did that. It might be a
Exactly.
major breakdown mentally. And you already castigated the person. You want to sue, you want to take, the minute I post one picture, you're bringing a suit, you're bringing a defamation, whatever case to me. They didn't want me to survive. Let's be truthful here.
Your colleagues,
Not my colleagues, generally.
general people. Okay.
Yes, not my colleagues. My colleagues, I guess they don't know what to say, or they decided to just stay away
Not
and
even one person
watch.
stood by you.
I'm not going to say not one person. I had somebody that was there for me, and some of them actually, just few, about 5 or 6 of them, supported financially, but with grudges. And some musicians were there for me, while those that were my friends did not even bother replying any message that I sent to them. So God sent people my way who helped me, but not my colleagues, no.
Oh dear. So of course, now that the dust is settled around the controversy with the Actors Guild and all of that, do you understand why they did that, or do you still feel that you were misunderstood and they didn't give you the chance to really defend yourself?
Yeah, it wasn't a fair judgment. I felt like I didn't deserve it because due to personal reasons that I know that they were aware of, for them to take such a decision, it wasn't a fair judgment on my own side. That's what I felt.
Right.
And I felt like they owe me, they owe me that in the industry. So when they called me back was when I was almost gone. So they had to wait to see if I don't understand that because I don't know how to explain it. But it went terrible, and they suddenly realized, oh, we should lift the ban. And since I'm going out of the office, let me lift the ban, or whatever it is did not work out. So they had no choice than to lift the ban. And I didn't acknowledge it. I did not, because it's not something that, I mean, I suffered for 13 years and 7 years publicly. And in the end, you suspended me and saying you want to call me back, recalled back. I'm not going to laugh or be happy about it. I've suffered. And I suffered alone. I suffered with my family, you know. So now that I look back, it's a relief. Yeah.
And like you rightly said earlier, you practically grew up in front of the cameras,
Yes.
right? This is what you have done. You've built a legacy on all of that. Do you see yourself returning back to filmmaking and in front of the camera anytime soon?
Oh, I shot a movie already. Yes.
Is it out?
It's on tour right now. From Canada, we had a premiere in Canada. I wasn't there because I was not available. I couldn't have. Though they would have sponsored everything, but physical wise, I didn't have that strength to travel far. And then what else? I have a web series now. I have 3 or 4 episodes of that, which will take us a month. So I'm shooting every day. You know, I'm using my phone to shoot, and if you see the quality, you won't believe it's a phone, because I believe that a phone is very easy to use to create something. Since we use it for skit, we don't need a professional camera. So I've been doing something titled The Friend I Used to Know. So
Is it inspired by
my
some
true
of the
life,
things that you...
yeah, no. Everything I'm going to do is true life. You know, I have a book coming out about myself. I have a movie about the story of my life, because I believe a lot of people would love to watch it. And because I feel like my story somehow is related in the biblical or in the Islamic way, I just feel like my story is there, because everything that happened to me, somehow I see it in a biblical way. It's all over it is all over the world. Everybody is talking about it. And I'm like, am I the one they're talking about? They're not mentioning names. They're just talking about what they are seeing, and everything is like a movie. It's like they're talking about me. So I'm like, is somebody else going through what I'm going through? Because it's everywhere, even China, Cambodia, Australia, like all these people are talking about me. So till now, I'm still, amazed. Today, I saw about 7 still talking of how somebody betrayed me, on how somebody, stole from me, a lot of stuff. So I believe my story should be, filmed. And I won't act the character. I'll just get somebody who is good to act it. And I'm a producer, so I'll concentrate on producing. My foundation is there for me, so I already have an office. I would love to dedicate my, time and love and attention to my foundation, to give back. Because even while I was down, I got donations from people when I wanted to raise money for the people with disability. So I was able to raise money for them. I raised about 4 million for them. And then I gave them about 20 bicycles, brand new, and crutches, about 15 pieces, all brand new. So I gave them to a particular community in Abuja called Gogo Majiji. It's a community of disability.
And this was a period when you were still looking for money for your own self.
For my own self. This was August last year.
Wow.
Yes.
So why did you feel the need to give to people while you still need money to take care of your own self, and you were soliciting for money?
Funds. Yes, I was soliciting for funds, but I did that because I didn't want to just sit down. Because every day goes by without somebody realizing it. And because I'm used to doing charity, I don't know if I was going to be alive. So I really, really wanted to just do something that would, be beneficial to...
Were you worried?
I
Because
was
you said
very
you did.
worried. I didn't know if I would survive it.
So what was that thing that will continue to give you strength at that period, and that when you were worried and you didn't know what the fate would be?
I didn't give up, if it's giving up, but I was extremely worried. But God was talking to me saying, I should not be scared. I'm going nowhere. And my mother said, I'm going nowhere. So I believed her. Since she got her own health back, and, she now concentrated on me. And because I was indoor, a lot of people were like, she's at home, she's at home. Those are people who know me are just commenting that she's at home, she's at home. I'm like, okay, so these are the people who know me, because how many people know that I'm at home? You need to know me to know that I don't go to club. I don't go to things if they are not related to what I'm doing. Even the premieres, I choose the premieres that I go to. So people thought probably I was too arrogant or I'm proud, but I'm very quiet. How can you say I'm proud or I'm arrogant? So because of that, you're happy that I'm sick. You're happy that I had a problem with my home, with the one in Abuja as well. You're happy that I'm on the internet soliciting for funds. No matter what it is that you think I've done, it doesn't warrant that heavy judgment on me. But at the end of the day, the judgment belongs to God.
Exactly.
And
And
He's the
speaking
one.
about judgment, people also say, oh, it's sometimes because of her lifestyle, or she perhaps was exposed to a lot of drugs and all of these
Oh
things.
yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
But if people know me, they know that I only take champagne. I take only that. Or what do I take again? I've tried tequila, and that's shots, and that is it. I don't have the brain that is already paining me. Why would I go and now damage it with drugs?
It's a
Did
brain
the
that is
hospital
paining me.
test it, or did they send me to the clinic where I was diagnosed? People were diagnosing me online with so many illnesses. They say PCOS, and the other one said it's hormonal imbalance. That scared me. Saying a lot, she changes the story all the time. And then some colleagues who naturally don't like me. This one said this, your life, whatever. I have never been a club girl. I have never been, I don't even come close to my colleagues. So how is it the life that I've lived? What else have I done? I don't even go to club. The things I want to enjoy and experience myself, I would like to go to club and dance. In
Right.
fact, when I go back to Abuja, I should do that. I'll take myself out and dance. Okay? So
Yes,
I don't
life
know
is for living.
yes, I don't know the lifestyle that I lived. I didn't do anything bad. I've been responsible. It's not like I'm a perfect person. I came with faults too. I have my own faults. But like I have anger problem, which it was years of battle. And I just became very, caged. I feel caged, and I lashed out. So probably I did not digest some things the way I am supposed to, or the way people expected me to. But somebody that is sick cannot censor anything. So I thank God, whatever they say is their own projection, and that's onto them, not me. If there is anything that I was doing, I'll own up to it. I'm that kind of person, and there is nothing like that. It was just a smear
There's
campaign.
absolutely nothing you want to own up to.
No, tequila shot is okay, as long as you don't take more than 3 shots. It's just a tiny
No, I'm
thing.
not even talking about. I'm talking about the
My way of life.
general. No, not even the general. If you do a review now, and if there's anything you could raise up your hand and say, "Oh, I was wrong here." Is there anything that you would want to say?
Yes, I was wrong to judge my colleagues of not caring, because probably they are going through a lot themselves, and I cannot judge them based on that. One day, we'll sit down and I'll hear from them, because I concluded fast. So I withdrew into my shell and blocked everyone. So that's from me. I apologize, because I'm quick to block, because I feel like you know me. I didn't know that the people that I was relying on are not actually my friends. So basically, I had the wrong people around me. They were all planted. So it was a coordinated effort of a lot of people, not just one person. Yeah, more than 30 people were working non-stop
Wow.
just to make sure I don't come back.
Wow. Do you want to name names?
No, they know themselves.
All right. Let's not go into that anymore. All right. So but how has all of this trial shaped your perspective about spirituality, human nature, and friendship?
Spirituality is real, very real. So as spiritual attacks, they are real. My dear, don't watch movies and think, oh, this don't happen. It happens. But we need to reduce the movies, the kind of movies we make with those spiritual tonations. It should be godly and actually represent, God Almighty and the story we are trying to put out there so that people can learn. My story is something that a lot of people will find courage. They will find faith to believe in God, because a lot of people are praying, and because of me, they are now so close to God. They are now taking life serious. And each time I say I'm in a state, they come out because it's shocking. They want to see me real life. Is it real? Till now, they are still on my social media, on TikTok. They are still like, if this is a new video, I'm like, if this is. You went all the way down. There are other pictures up, and you went to the one that is on the FYP, and your attention is there. And I'm like, at least I have fans, great fans. I didn't know I had this much fans. Because the people around me told me I was not popular. I'm like, really? And I'm your senior in Nollywood. I'm not popular. Have you been to this country with me? I've gone around to receiving awards. I was up on awards. So how is it that I'm not? So suddenly, they saw that Nigerians were with me.
Right.
And that is just the win. Nigerians were with me. Nigerians here and in diaspora.
All right. Before we take the final question, let me just ask. I hope is everything now settled between yourself and your landlord in
Oh,
Abuja?
I left
There was.
that house. I left that house. She was paid to evict me, whether I like it or not. So I put a restraining order on her with her own. She's a caretaker. She wasn't the landlord.
Oh, dear.
Yes, it's just a month default a month. Here in Lagos, I'm like, wow, Lagos is good though. Lagos that they will stay 1 year, they won't pay house rent. A month, it's not even up to a month. I think it's just 3 weeks. And this woman was ready to push me out. Take your money. She said she does not need my money.
Wow.
I need to move out of the house. And I realized what she was trying to do. She wanted to evict me. And I need a notice. And a 3-month notice I requested.
Right.
Since she wants to do this, let's play the game. So I requested for her to write me a notice. Then I had to get my lawyer because I was talking to her without the law. Abuja, if you want to say anything, you have to use the law because they use the law to frighten people in Abuja. And any little thing she's talking about lawyer, I'm like, let me show this woman a little bit of myself. Just because I'm done does not mean Halima disappeared. And I got my lawyer, 1, 2. They put a restraining, they didn't even know what restraining order was. They are surprised that I knew. I'm like, look at these people. Put a restraining order after 3 months I was in that house. I took time to look for a house. Why she could not even enter the house. She was outside. She can't come in because if she comes inside,
She has broken the
she's
restraint.
broken the law and she will be arrested. So I was waiting to see her come inside, but she did not. And she told the people at the security post that they should never allow me go out anytime I want to go. I'm like, why? You evicted me. You have to give somebody time to move out. If you successfully evicted others, you will not evict me. You will never see me on the road packing my things. So instead of me to be on the road and people trying to video me because that's what they want to see, I said, let me do it myself.
Who is sponsoring all of that? You said it.
And they know themselves. They know their they know their sponsor. So I hope they are happy now though. Halima is back.
Absolutely, and I can tell you, definitely your fans are happy to see you, and they can't wait to see you on the screen. You spoke about earlier about your new movie that's making the rounds now. Can you tell us a little bit more about it so that we can look forward to it when it eventually gets to the screen?
It's going to Netflix direct. Any movie I'm doing now, I'm collaborating with DSTV, I'm collaborating with all these big channels. So it's not just my finance.
Right.
Yes, they are interested in true life stories. And I'm ready, for the documentary or anything they want to do about me.
Do you have, are they already reaching out to you?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, beautiful.
So on my own, I've been filming, scenarios, and when I watched everything, it's about 30 to 40 minutes, which is like an hour plus
Right.
already, which is like a movie. But I want to use it as a web series, so they will go online and watch it. It can be on TikTok, on the formats of because I'm one of the creators, of TikTok. So they want me to create something original, so that just like those AI dramas, it will be like that. It will come that way. I released one already, and it's all over the place. I'm like, it's just a teaser. And I've not even released this, episode, and everybody wants me back and all that. I'm coming back. I'll act, but not just as much as I used to do, because I want to do so many things. I want to branch out and do.
Tell us about the
protection.
things.
Huh?
Tell us about the so many things you want to do.
Okay. I want to go on. Not I want to. I'm going on tour, all over the world, for my testimony. Yes, the lady who prayed for me actually is the one taking me on tour. I have gone to 3 states now. We did Abuja, Port Harcourt, and Lagos
yesterday.
So from here, we are going to tour Europe, and we're still going to tour some African countries.
How did you meet her?
They reached out to me, and I declined that. And one day, I was just there thinking as usual. Somebody called me and then said, somebody wants to speak with me. I said, who? And the person said, please don't cut off the phone. Because the person that called me knew I would have cut the phone off. So I said, okay, because I didn't want to talk before the person will start recording, because the person is always recording. So, and I told her that you can record this conversation, because I was used to it. So I said, you can record it. The person now said, oh, now, come on. Somebody that prayed for her want to pray for me. I said, oh, okay, thank you. And the lady, now said, God bless you. And I greeted her. And, she asked me how do I feel? Well, I'm like, how do I feel? I'm trying to raise fund for myself. That was the first thing I said. I said, yes, I need prayer, but this is exactly what I want, because you asked what I want.
Yeah.
And what I want is support. She said the support will come, but when people want to pray for you, receive the prayer, which was a correction eventually. But at that time, that was not what I needed to hear. So after praying, she was a bit, angry. And a month later, something just told me that I should look for this woman. Then I actually went on my WhatsApp looking. Thank God I found it. It was just 2 numbers away from it totally. Yeah, and I didn't want to ask the person of the number. I did not. So I just saw it. I'm like, thank God. So I sent her a message that, hello, ma'am. So sorry, when you reached out to me, I was not in the right I wasn't even in the right mind to answer you. And I know that I probably pissed you off. I'm sorry about that. And she actually said, yeah, indeed, she didn't want to call back because of the way I spoke to her. And I apologized again. So she said, it's okay, I've forgiven you. I kept saying, I'm sorry about that. She now said, don't worry. I said, I forgive you. I said, okay, please, where are you? Can I see you? She now said, no, but she can pray for me on phone. I said, okay. She said, and I wasn't even properly dressed. She said, dress up. I did. I think it was even around 6, or early in the morning, 6 a.m. So from America. And then she was praying right there. While she was praying, my face was changing. I was looking at myself and my face was changing. And I was like, oh my God. She said, what's going on? I'm like, no, she was talking. I'm feeling like, and then she now said, my God, your face is changing, because I was looking very old. You would not believe this is Halima. If anybody had told me or foreseen the future and said, Halima, you're going to go through this, and this is the outcome, I would say go and sit down, because, this is a lady that travels the whole world. I go on vacation. I make sure I sleep well during that time, only for me to lack sleep that I need a prayer for, not medication anymore, because it wasn't working. So I knew that was not ordinary. So the lady prayed for me, and my face was clearing gradually. She said I should do the things that I've never done before. I couldn't walk without breathing so hard. So I was told to go and check that. And then suddenly I was running. She said, where am I going to? I said, I want to run down to the staircase out because I need to be healed. I was ready that day because I was the one who reached out to her.
Right.
And I had to send her over 18 voice notes. And she said, there's a lot of messages. Oh my God, how am I going to read it? But somehow she, went through the voice notes and then called me. That's when she prayed for me. And then that day, I slept for 4 hours. That's something that I have to take tablet for, to sleep. And for 7 years, I was on that. So that day, I didn't take anything. Right there on the screen, I was already feeling sleepy. I was yawning. I was, belching. I was belching. That's something I don't do. And I did it 11 times, live on air. This is just a phone encounter. And I'm like, whoa. So I slept off. The next day, she messaged me, how do I feel? And I said, I don't know. Let me see. I came down the stairs again to check if I can
Still do those things.
Yes. So I ran down the staircase. My sister came out. If there's a problem, I said, no, I'm doing exercise. So I went outside. I ran the whole street. People were looking with my camera, running, because I wanted to be sure. I'm like, just prayer on the phone? It's just something that, I didn't used to believe all these things until it happened to me. So I had to really give her a chance because God sent her to me.
Definitely.
And I'm so grateful that I reached out to her because when she saw me in the internet, she didn't like what she saw. And that was the reason why she reached out to me. And I made her angry, but she still, prayed for me and even blessed me that day. But she was upset until, a month later when she told me, I said, okay. So when I met her, we just clicked. Like we knew each other. And it was in Lagos here a month or 2 months ago. No, a month, I think. I met her for the first time. We were talking.
Physically?
Physically. I asked her, are you coming to Nigeria anytime soon? She said no, that she just left Nigeria because they told me she was around, but I didn't go. So I said, okay, I'll renew my passport. And if I can get a renewal of visa, I'll come and see you. So the fact that I said that, she was like, this girl is serious. She really wants to see me. You won't believe that this lady came the very next day to Nigeria.
Wow.
And she asked me, I'm in Lagos. Would you want to come? I said, yes, ma. And 1, 2, I was in Lagos because I'm shocked. And then I came, I met her, and she was like, look at her. Oh, my God, look at her. She had so many entourages. I'm like, whoa, all foreigners. I'm like, this is a thing. This is real. And then, before you know, just talking, I was feeling relief because my heart and my chest were really tight. Like I was going through a lot. So each time, with each conversation, my mind was, shifting. I realized I was holding on to things that I'm not supposed to. So gradually, we started Bible studies. She was talking to me. And before you know, I was laughing. She was so happy that, my face was now back. And she was happy that my speech was, on point. And my health was better. And she said, I told you not to take those tablets. I said, yes. But the BP one is not something I can just leave. The doctor has to tell me. She then said, no, when I pray for you, I am telling you, if not malaria tablet and normal one, you are healed. And I was. I'm telling you this thing. People have been asking me, well, what was the secret and how I did it? I said, it's God Almighty. And He sees my heart. And He knew the things that I was accused of was all based on one person's false narrative. So everybody, ran with that narrative. And now God is showing me off. I'm giving my testimony without shame. I'm saying the things that I've gone through, They called me all sort of prostitute. They called me Jezebel. They called me what do you call these people? Hook up? What
Right.
do you call it? Yeah. I'm like, who hooked me up? I would like to know, please. And who did you hook up so that I can call the person to give me money? Who? Like, the campaign it was not realistic. So maybe that's why people, it didn't stick. It didn't stick. So everything they planned, God dismantled everything. So thank God that I'm here today, and I'm happy to be in Channel Studio. It's something that I looked forward to in a very long time. I didn't think I would ever come here again.
We're so happy to have you, and we're
Thank
so
you.
happy to see you as active as you are, and we can't wait to see you back again on the screen as active as you were before, because
Thank
you've made a
you.
lot of era-defining content and all of that. We could speak a lot about all of those things because
Thank you so
your
much.
catalog is so large
Yes,
and
it's
all of
so
that. Thank you so
large.
much for joining us, and wish you all
Thank
of the best.
you.
Thank you very
Oh,
much.
thank you so much.
Thank you.